Mmm. That's delicious. All right, I am back and ready to start making the cornbread. Make sure I have everything where you can see what I'm doing. All right, I use this. I find that this works much better than the sifters I used to try to use. I still have my great aunt sifter. That's my mama. She raised me from 6 weeks old. I have her sifter that I just keep because it's got to be 100 years old. And it's a keepsake. 1 cup of cornmeal. This is garbanzo flour here that I ground up myself. Cornmeal is store-bought. And this is a cup of spelt flour that I'm going to add when I get room in the sifter. I think I'll put a little bit more in there. Okay. I've tried 2 different sifters and this works so much better. I got this idea from someone else on YouTube watching their channel using a sifter, and I say, hey, I mean, well, a strainer. Some people call it a sieve, but I just call it a strainer. It works just great. Okay, now I'm going to add my spelt flour, and to that, whoops. I have to get that back out of there, but it needs to be sifted too. I moved it over too fast without paying attention, and it fell over and some spilled out. But now I'm going to use the pink Himalayan sea salt. So I just put some in this cup here, then I'm going to measure it out. So that's almost a teaspoonful. I'm going to put a little bit more. See how much this is. That should make a heaping teaspoon. That's enough for that. Now this is baking powder here. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of that. I mean 2 tablespoons of that. Soup is boiling. All right, I am back. I'm going to move these containers out of the way because I don't need them anymore. And I'm going to be using aquafaba for the egg replacement. And what that is the juice from the garbanzo beans. When you cook them, I save this ice cubes out of it, put it in, I have a little covered ice cube trays, and I took them out and put it in this pot so it could thaw out. I really never used the aquafaba for my cornbread, so this will be a new experience. But it's supposed to be a good egg replacer, so we shall see. Garbanzo beans was the last thing I thought I would ever use, but late few years I have learned to really enjoy using it. I used to see those things in the store when I was younger. They were so ugly looking, I'd pass them up. So who wants that? But they're the best beans on the market. But I grew up eating a lot of pinto beans, red beans, lima beans. So I was not used to garbanzo beans at all. Now I love them. So many different things you can do with them. Amazing. But when you grow up, you usually end up eating exactly what you grew up eating. So until you learn better. Okay, now I'm going to start putting my aquafaba. This is probably about a half a cup. Then I have my buttermilk here. This is a 2-cup measure, so I don't know if I'm going to use all this or if I'm going to need more. I think this is going to be enough. I don't have a problem with using eggs, I just don't have any. So that's why I'm using the aquafaba, just in case you're wondering. Put some oil. Gotta go get some oil out of the pantry. I thought I had enough in the little bottle, but I don't. Alrighty. There we go. And I'm going to put a half a cup of rapeseed oil in here. One thing about the garbanzo bean flour, it thickens as it sits in the liquid. It gets thicker. To give my right hand some exercise since I'm left-handed. I'll make it work too. It's not as efficient as my left hand because that's the one I use all the time, but it needs exercise too. Now I'm going to get my bowl. Most of the time I use my iron skillets, but today I'm going to put all this in this Pyrex dish. I've made cornbread so many times through my life. It's just like walking now. Once you learn, you just got it. It's not hard to make at all. Everything is complicated in the beginning when you think it's going to be difficult. I know with me it is anyway. If I'm trying something new, I want to make sure that I get it right. So I'll be a little bit stressed in the very beginning, but I get over it. Okay. I bought this little spatula here, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I didn't use it. It just stayed right in the container where I keep all my forks and, my spatulas and big spoons and things. So one day I decided I would give it a try and use it just recently, maybe within the last 4 months. And I've fallen in love with it. I've got my oven already good and hot on 350. And I will cook this about at least 40 minutes and then I'll check it. Might need another 5 minutes after that. But 40 is a good start. I will set my little timer here. Alrighty, got it set. Get it started. And voila. Alrighty, I'm going to turn this off for now and let the soup. I will be back with you. I still have some ingredients to add. I'm going to steam some okra. I have in the steamer already, and I want to add that to it, but that is something that I put in near the end. And also I have some vegetables left over from a video I did a few days ago when I made zucchini stir fry. And at the very end, when I turn it off, I'm going to add that to it because that stuff has already cooked and it doesn't really need any more cooking, just to heat up in the soup. That's all it needs. So I will show you that when I get back. Thank you. Hi, I am back to finish up this soup. It's time for me to start adding the seasonings in. So I have a half tablespoonful of smoked paprika. And a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. A half of a tablespoon of curry. A teaspoon and a half of marjoram, and a teaspoon and a half of sea salt. As you can see, my cornbread is ready. This is the final touches for the soup. And I'm going to let that simmer a bit. And these are the vegetables that I want to add to it. I don't know. This pot's getting pretty full, but I'll see. And I do have my okra ready to go in. Gotta have some slime. I love my okra. Look at that slime. Oh, that's some good stuff. I'm glad I grew up eating this because I probably wouldn't want it if I hadn't. Because of the slime, but the slime is really good for you. Get a spoon so I can taste it. And this is just some sauteed vegetables that I did on one of my videos just a few days ago. So I'm debating whether I want to put it in here or not. Let's taste. Yeah, it's going in. Now I'm going to need a little bit more water. My son also loves soup, so I need to make a pot full because I like to freeze some. But those days that I don't feel like cooking. That's looking yummy. Yes. So my okra is pretty done because I didn't steam it a long time, but it looked like it had been already partially cooked because it's frozen okra. Yeah. So all this needs is to simmer a little bit, and I will be back to boil it up, cut some cornbread, and let y'all saliva while I eat it. I know it's going to be good. Almost everything I do is good. Hey, I'll be back. Okay, I am back, ready to plate everything up and see how it tastes, which I already know because I sampled it, but soup looks good. Look at that. I'm not quite ready to eat yet, so I'm just going to sample a little bit of it. That's delicious. You see it there? Smoking hot. I'm going to raise this up just a little bit so you can see me. There, that's better. Hello. Yeah. I wish I could serve you a bowl. It's delicious. When I say that means it's really good. That is perfect. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Plus, you want to hit that notification bell so that when I put out another video, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much. Have a pleasant rest of your day or night, wherever you might be. Thank you.